Well, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Phil O'Neill with Furious Rally Sports, and we're glad that you're here today for the game between the Pleasant Hill Wolves and the Southeastern Suns. Pleasant Hill taking the field here momentarily, warming up here, taking their infield. And we are about 15 minutes away from game time. Let's talk a little bit about Pleasant Hill, and then we'll talk a little bit about Southeastern, the host team. Pleasant Hill 21-4 coming into this, one of the better teams in Class 1A in Illinois high school softball. They have two excellent pitchers in McKinley Lowe and also Ava Wombles. They also have a very potent offense. One of their players not here today, Caitlin Barrowman, but she is running in the state sectional track meet. According to head coach Ryan Lowe, he believed that she was running short hurdles and perhaps the 100 and 200. So congratulations to Caitlin, but she will not be here today. Can't be in two places at once. We will go through the starting lineups here in a moment with a couple other notes about. Go through my note sheet about Pleasant Hill. They're 21-4, but three of their losses have been to conference rivals, Hardin, Calhoun, and Carrollton. So those two teams, as good as Pleasant Hill is, those two will be standing in their way for a right to get to state at some point, I'm guessing, with Pleasant Hill, with the Wolves. McKinley Lowe, to let you know, she will be playing at Parkland College next year. She's had quite a season. She has, I believe, 3 no-hitters and 2 perfect games this year. That is something else. Stats as of, let's see, it was, those stats are actually old, the ones I have in front of me here at the moment. Let's see. No, these stats are from a couple of days ago. 1.58 ERA and she beat. They finally beat QND, which has been a nemesis for Pleasant Hill for a while, if I remember correctly. Beat them 5-2. That would have been a few days ago. Let's see here. Trying to think other information for you, and we can pass on some of that as we go during the game. Southeastern been a up and down season. I don't have an official record on them. It would be somewhere around 500, a little bit below it. They are the number 5 seed in the regional next Tuesday against, or is it Monday? No, it's Tuesday against Central, and we'll have the Central Southeastern regular season finale Saturday morning at 10:45 here on Furious Rally Sports. That one at Cam Point Central. Again, Pleasant Hill, a very good team. This is senior night for Southeastern. Let me. I had my notes here on who were the seniors. They're buried in my truck here. I'm broadcasting again from my truck because it was very windy once again. The wind blowing in from the northwest, which basically blows it right into the home plate area. And it has been blowing, 25, 30 miles an hour at various points, maybe even more than that. But it's senior night here at Southeastern, or for Southeastern. Ariel Graham, Katie O'Neill, Angelina Stigl, Kayla Martin, and Zoe Griswold. So they will be honored here in moments on senior day here at Bowen Field, Southeastern's home diamond. Let's go ahead and go through the starting lineup, shall we? We can get that done for you real quick. Go reach for my roster. Again, thanks for joining us. Furious Rally Sports, Pleasant Hill against Southeastern in softball. Leading off for the Pleasant Hill Wolves, it's the pitcher, number 1, Ava Wombles. She's had quite a season. At third base, batting second, number 22, Jade Peebles. Batting third, the first baseman, McKinley Lowe. Batting fourth and catching, number 33, McKenna Winchell. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 21, Hannah Hill. Batting sixth, in left field, number 12, Emma Henderson. Batting seventh, second base, number 20, Madison Daniels. And batting 8th, the right fielder, number 14, Maddie Sidwell. Batting 9th, Lily McElfresh. She'll be playing center field. She wears number 23. Let's go through Southeastern's lineup while I have the moment. The Lady Suns lineup is thus. Leading off, number 0, Grace Arthur. She's at second base. Batting second, your DH, Adriana Starks. She's out in left field. Batting third, playing short, number 5, Savannah Ramsey. Batting fourth and doing the catching, number 24, Katie O'Neill. Batting fifth, center field, number 4, Kenzie Griswold. We'll see if she pitches at some point in this game. Batting sixth, your third baseman, number 9, Tegan Rigg. Hitting seventh at first base, number 20, Kayla Martin. Batting eighth in left field, Maddie Branchfield. And then batting ninth, number 23, Ariel Graham. And Maddie Branchfield's number is 26. As I see that as she's standing out here in left field, she's like, yes, Phil, I'm 26. By the way, your pitcher, starting pitcher, since we had the DH, is Zoe Griswold in the circle for Southeastern. So welcome. It is pretty windy. The cameras are going to bounce around as usual, or at least with the way it's been with the wind over these past few games. Of note right now, the field is sunny, but there are clouds maybe encroaching from the northwest. They look kind of, well, not exactly friendly, and we'll just have to see what happens as the game transpires. I'm sure we'll get this in, but we might see some rain here and there as this game progresses. Getting my lineup sheet and everything squared away here. Again, broadcasting from inside my truck because I was going to use a tent. That works pretty well, but the thing is, using a tent, it's the problem is with a tent, I have more room in a tent for sure. I have a table, I can put everything in there, but with the wind, it was just too much today. When I got here, I thought I was going to blow away. Now, the wind has kind of went up and down during this the last couple of hours, I should say. But the flag in center field is pretty much straight out and is blowing straight in. So that should tell you what kind of breeze we have. I'm thinking that, if I remember right about my flag speed, as far as wind speed, that's about, 20 to 25 miles per hour, somewhere in there. So it's pretty steep, pretty stiff. I think there's been some gusts up to 30 or 40. It's not that it isn't playable, it's just windy. The wind blowing in, we'll see if that affects, if we see a lot of home runs today or not. Pleasant Hill is the kind of team that can put double figures on the scoreboard. Southeastern, not so much. They can at times. But really, Southeastern's hope today is to keep it close with their pitching from Zoe Griswold and hope that they can get some runs off of Ava Wombles. And that's going to be a tough task today, that is for sure. Wouldn't matter if Wombles or McKinley Lowe were pitching, and I don't know if we'll see Lowe at some point in this game or not. But it's going to be a tall task today for Southeastern, but we're glad we're here. I'll switch the cameras here. You can kind of see this is our center field camera, which we'll use for the batter, pitcher, catcher. Now, it went out on me yesterday, but I figured out how to fix it, but it wasn't until after the game. That's the way it goes. So, gonna have that sometimes. Again, thanks for tuning in. We're about 5 minutes away from game time, and I'm going to guess we're a little bit longer than that because it is senior day here for Southeastern with 5 seniors. Again, 4:25 game time slated for 4:30, but I think we're going to start a little bit later than that. And if I could, I would do it, but I'll save that for later. Here's something funny where I am mounted up in my truck. There is a scoreboard out here in left field. I don't know if it works or not during the games. I'm not real sure. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, or sometimes it's used. But right behind the scoreboard on a electrical pedestal of some kind, there is a robin's nest, and it is an active robin's nest. These two robins keep coming in and out of the nest. And earlier, I don't know, about an hour ago, one of them landed right on the home run fence, looked right at me, and I didn't know there was a nest there. And all of a sudden I saw it move to its left, and it landed and looked at me. Oh, that's a nest. And I'll be very, very cautious and be very kind with that robin's nest there up on the scoreboard. Again, I don't think I can turn the camera to see that. That's going to be a tough thing to do because I don't think it's my angle of the camera will catch it. And Robin's just kind of looking at me like, what is he doing? Calling a ball game. Again, it's Phil O'Neill, Furious Rally Sports, Pleasant Hill in town to try to up their record from 21-4 against the Lady Sons of Southeastern here on Furious Rally Sports. Thanks for being here. Tell you what, I'm going to take a momentary break. I'll be right back, okay? Hang in there just a second. Well, while I had a moment, I got a little swig of something to kind of get me through this game. 4:28 game time in just a few minutes. I believe we are still, we have a senior day to celebrate, or senior night, whichever you want to call it, senior afternoon. Southeastern still taking the field, and they will come off here momentarily for the senior festivities. And again, let me get my information with that. It's Zoe Griswold. Let's see, Caitlin O'Neill, Ariel Graham, Angelina Stigall, I should say, and Kayla Martin. They all celebrating their senior day, last game at home for the Lady Sons of Southeastern for the 2024 season. Now we see the coaches getting together, talk things over with the umpires. I'm not even sure. Maybe we are not going to do any kind of a senior honor moment. I don't know if we will or not here. Now, as far as up next for Southeastern, they have Liberty tomorrow, a game that was kind of rescheduled. There were games that got pulled off the schedule for Southeastern. And now, boy, I tell you what, I've got this wrong. I just remembered that now. I just looked at my information. That senior night is tomorrow night, but we congratulate those seniors today with the broadcast. So I goofed that up. Forgot about the game tomorrow. that they're playing against Liberty at home. I will not be streaming that one, but again, we'll be streaming the game at Camp Point Central Saturday morning, 10:45. Central hosting Southeastern. Regional preview game because they will play each other again at Central on Tuesday in the IHSA regionals. Southeastern is seated fourth. By the way, if you're wondering about the teams that Pleasant Hill, by the way, in that regional at Camp Point Central regional, they are seated first. The teams that have beaten Pleasant Hill, at least 3 of the 4 times, they lost to Bloomington Central Catholic earlier this year. But let's see, Hardin Calhoun is ranked 5th, and Carrollton is ranked number 1. So there you go. But if you're going to win it, you got to take out the big boys anyway, or the big gals, as the case may be in this situation. It's going to be cloudy and sunny, kind of in and out all game today. Whether the rain will hold off, I think so. It doesn't look very threatening. Of course, that can change in moments, but so far it's kind of stayed off to the north. At least it appears to be, although it's moving kind of northwest to southeast a little bit with the wind. Just a bit. Again, the flag from in center field blowing straight in out of the northwest into home plate. Whether that'll limit the home run possibilities today, not sure. I was told by head coach for Southeastern, Mary Quiggle, and she's telling me that the distances at the fence for this ball diamond Bowen are actually more men's softball distances. I believe she said it was about 230 all the way around, which is quite a poke considering if you've watched any college softball, I think theirs is typically 220 down the lines and 230 to center, something like that. So it's you got to hit one out here. So we see Southeastern warming up. That is Zoe Griswold in the circle. We're just moments away from game time, folks. Welcome, Furious Rally Sports. I just dropped my scorebook. Give me just a second to get all combobulated. I have my pen in my mouth, can you tell? Holding my computer in one hand, the scorebook in the other, and okay. So to lead off for Pleasant Hill, you've got Ava Wombles, the pitcher, then batting second, Jade Peebles, and then she's playing third, and McKinley Lowe, your first baseman, will bat third. 1, 2, 3 here to start the first inning. And I believe we're coming down, and I believe it's game time. So welcome, everybody. Furious Rally Sports, Pleasant Hill Wolves. A very good Class 1A team here against Southeastern. And it is Ava Wombles at the plate for the Wolves. Again, Zoe Griswold pitching for Southeastern. First pitch to Wombles goes off the glove of Caitlin O'Neill and to the backstop, 1-0. The next from Griswold. I don't know. It looked like it may have been a strike, so it may have been 1-1 there. Next pitch to Wombles is a strike. So I believe the count's 1-2 to Ava Wombles. The next one from Griswold is way upstairs, 2-2. Umpire may have flashed up 3-1 there. It's either 2-2 or 3-1 to Wombles here from Griswold. Ball 4, so it was 3-1. There we go. And Womble's aboard with a leadoff walk. Now Jade Peebles. She is your third baseman. Runner at first, just started the first inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Womble's pretty quick. I would imagine she will take off at some point in this inning. Next pitch. Upstairs. And Womble's is able to steal the base. Well, just like on cue, Ava steals second. Runner in scoring position already for Pleasant Hill in the top of the first. And the swing fouled by Peebles back into the backstop. Womble's at second. The pitch from Griswold is hit out to left. It is a base hit. So a single for Jade Peebles. Wombles moves up to third. Ball hit out there in front of Maddie Branchfield. She's able to get it in quickly. Now the number 3 hitter, McKinley Lowe. Your first baseman. First pitch is a strike. Hear me moving around. I'm trying to get kind of combobulated here. Next pitch to Griswold, or from Griswold, is hit out in left center. That will score 2 and a double for McKinley Lowe. Two nothing. Pleasant Hill swung on and missed there by your catcher, McKenna Winchell. She is the 4th hitter in the lineup for Pleasant Hill. 2-0 already. Wolves. That is upstairs, a ball. The next one from Griswold is popped out to left but foul. Maddie Branchfield took a look at it out here in left field and said, "Dad, no." So Winchell now with 2 strikes on her. McKinley Lowe at second base. Doubled in. Fastball is up. Doubled in a couple runs already. It's 2-0 in the top of the first. Furious Rally Sports, Pleasant Hill and Southeastern. I believe we have a 2-2 count here. That is hit well, and that will go to the fence. That will score Low. Play at third, perhaps? Oh, she's going to go home. Play there? There won't be one. McKenna Winchell. Scores 2 there. 4-0 now, Pleasant Hill. Hannah Hill, your shortstop, the number 5 hitter now batting. Fouls that one off 0-1. So Winchell's ball was hit pretty well. I'm going to call it a home run because she just kept running. That is popped to center field and caught. No, it is dropped, actually. It fell in. I'm looking, trying to see where everybody's going, and I'm sorry I missed that one. But it looked like Hill is aboard on the drop ball out there in center field by Griswold. It may have hit on the ground. I'm looking headwise right at the top of the fence. So it's tough for me to tell what exactly is going on at times. And switching the cameras and doing all that, sometimes I miss everything. So forgive me. 4-0 though, Pleasant Hill. Nobody out here in the top of the first. That pitch is upstairs. This is Emma Henderson, your left fielder. She's your sixth hitter. Griswold fires that one fouled off to the right by Henderson. Quickly, Pleasant Hill's coming in here, and the Wolves have broken down the door early. 4-0 in the top of the first, nobody out. Henderson waits the next from Griswold with a runner at first. Pitch is up, and it's going to advance the runner to second base. So the Katie O'Neill can't quite get a grip on that one. Goes to the backstop, and Hill is at second now with nobody out. Fouled back into the backstop. Now 2 strikes on Emma Henderson. And that one is upstairs, ball 4. So Henderson is aboard with a walk, and I don't know if we're going to see any type of... Nope, we're not. It's going to be Madison Daniels, your second baseman. She's your number 7 hitter. Trying to get through the lineup is Pleasant Hill. Pitch is upstairs for a ball. First one to Madison Daniels. Again, your second baseman. 4-0 Pleasant Hill. No outs here in the top of the first. Pitch is up 2-0 from Zoe Griswold. Been a rough start for Southeastern. Been a great start for the Wolves. This is the kind of team they are. When you're 21-4, you didn't get there just because. That pitch is low, 3-0. Runner does not go. Bluffs a little bit. Does Hannah Hill there at second base. So could load the bases here with a walk on the 3-0. Let's see what happens from Griswold. It is upstairs, ball 4. So the base is now loaded for Pleasant Hill. And as I figured, there would be a discussion at some point. Head coach Mary Quiggle coming out to discuss things with Zoe Griswold. I don't know if we're going to see a pitching change at this point or not, but it has been a rough start for sure for Southeastern. Let's go through this real quick. It's 4-0 Pleasant Hill. We are in the top of the first over Southeastern here on Furious Rally Sports. It's been, again, quite a game to this point for Pleasant Hill. McKenna Winchell hit a homer, and that was, what do I have her with? That was a 2-run homer that she hit. McKinley Lowe had a double before her that scored 2. And so that's where we stand. It's been a miscue out in center field, and the pitch there is, sorry, I missed that. They're already back to the ball. There to Maddie Sidwell, the right fielder. I was looking down my scorecard. Bases loaded again, 4-0. Pleasant Hill, top of the first, no outs. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Zoe Griswold's next, outside. I believe we have 2-1 here. That is up and in. 3-1. Pleasant Hill has the bases loaded, could walk another run in to make it 5-0. Let's see. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Took a little bit off of that. And Maddie Sidwell swung over the top for the Wolves. Can Zoe get an out here? She doesn't have any here in the first inning. Strikeouts. Swung on and missed. A good pitch. Sidwell just not able to get to it. She had a good cut at it. First out of the inning for Southeastern. And now the number 9 hitter, Lily McElfresh, your center fielder. Caitlin O'Neill tried to frame that pitch. Didn't get it. 1-0. 4-0. Pleasant Hill, bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the first. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And the next pitch from Zoe Griswold is okay. Must have been a fly out there. I couldn't see over the fence where it went. So 2 down. I think that was on the infield there. And it's Ava Wombles, your leadoff hitter. She could clear the bases herself if she wants to. Fastball is upstairs. 1-0. They have batted around has Pleasant Hill. 4-0. Top of the first. That one is hit out to left field. It is a base hit that will score 1. Okay. 5-0. Now, Pleasant Hill, 2 outs here in the top of the first. If you're wondering, Pleasant Hill could get the in 3 innings, there is a 15-run rule, if you will. Pitch inside. Griswold's next. Swung on and missed. This is Jade Peebles, your third baseman. Second hitter in the lineup. She's already had an at-bat here in this first inning. That is fouled back in the backstop. Five nothing Pleasant Hill. 2 outs. Top of the first. Bases loaded still for the Wolves. Peebles grounds it to second. It gets through second base, and that will score 2. So Peebles with the single. Now 7-0. Pleasant Hill. Next pitch to McKinley Lowe, your number 3 hitter. That is upstairs. The next. Was it a called strike or was it outside? I think it was outside. First and second for Pleasant Hill. They already have 7 across here in the top of the first. That is tattooed to left, but Maddie Branchfield is there, and she makes the catch for out number 3. That scorecard is, wow, hokey smokes Bullwinkle. Once again, another Rorschach test. Oh. Well, let's just put it this way. At the end of a half inning, it's the Pleasant Hill Wolves 7. The Southeastern's coming to bat. Back after this. Okay, so it was a 7 spot that the Pleasant Hill Wolves put up on Southeastern in the first half inning of the game here. So Southeastern's got a lot of work to do. Grace Arthur, your second baseman, leads it off. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Ava Wombles, I believe I had her down, what did I say earlier? 158 ERA? That was a couple of days ago when I looked the stats up. The pitch to Arthur, swung on and missed, 1-1. 7 on the board for Pleasant Hill here in the top of the first. Or now in the bottom of the first, Southeastern trying to answer. That pitch swung on and missed, a good fastball up and in, 1-2. Wow, it had some little hard cheese on that one. Good pitch from Ava. The 1-2 to Arthur from Wombles. Strike 3. It kind of handcuffed her catcher, but it'll be a called strike 3 on Grace Arthur. 1 away. Her catcher, McKenna Winchell. And the first pitch here, fastball swung and missed by Adriana Stark. She is DHing for Zoe Griswold today, or at least at the moment. 7-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom first. Swung on a miss, strike 2. I think Ava Wombles is just thinking, I can just keep firing pebbles in there and they're not going to hit it. 2-strike pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Adriana Starks, K's, and now Savannah Ramsey, your shortstop. Seven nothing Pleasant Hill, bottom of the second, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, rather, 2 outs. Pitches in there for a strike. Ramsey awaits the next one from Wombles. It swung on and missed, strike 2. Ava looking pretty good in the circle so far for Pleasant Hill, that's for sure. 7-0 they lead. Pitches out. Ooh, called strike 3. Wow. Okay, that looked like a pitch that was outside, but okay. Called strike 3. Southeastern goes 1, 2, 3, and all Ks for Ava Wombles. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Pleasant Hill trying to add to that 7-0 lead over Southeastern. Back in a moment. Well, as I kind of expected, at some point we would see her in the circle, and now we are. Kenzie Griswold in now for her sister Zoe Griswold. Tough inning for her in the first inning, 7 runs given up. So Kenzie Griswold will probably spin for the rest of the way here. And now Pleasant Hill will try to add to their 7-0 lead. It is 4, 5, and 6 your hitters: McKenna Winchell, Hannah Hill, and Emma Henderson. So here's your catcher, McKenna Winchell. 7-0. The Wolves lead it. Yeah, I don't blame you, Kenzie Griswold. Tie your shoe a few times before you get ready to face this potent lineup. First pitch swung on a miss, strike 1. Now Kenzie has a pretty good fastball, but these hitters for Pleasant Hill see that a lot. Fastball is up and off the glove of Caitlin O'Neill. Let's see, 1-1. 7-0 Pleasant Hill, top of the second. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Griswold fires. That is upstairs. I believe we have, 2-2? The next, that is popped to the second baseman. Grace Arthur makes the play. 1 away. Hannah Hill now, your shortstop. Number 5 hitter in the lineup. Fastball is swung on and missed, strike 1. Kenzie Griswold's next to Hill. He is fouled back, strike 2. This is the kind of pitcher that Kenzie Griswold can be. She can be a power pitcher and be every bit as effective as anyone in the area, but it's just various times it's there and other times it's not. That is hit to left field and a base hit. And actually going to look for 2, and it is a double. Good alert running. Ball hit the branch field, but Hill was quickly up to just kept running and was able to get to second base. So a 1-out double for Hannah Hill. Now Emma Henderson. That is swung on a miss, strike 1. Runner does not go, kind of bluffed a little bit. Henderson, 6th hitter in the lineup, left fielder. That is swung on and missed. Seven nothing Pleasant Hill. Top of the second. Pitch is outside. I believe we have 1 and 2 with the runner at second base, Hill, who just doubled. That is upstairs, 2 and 2. That good live fastball that Kenzie Griswold will throw with 2 strikes just explodes up out of the zone. Sometimes hard for Caitlin O'Neill to handle, but it's a great pitch nonetheless. That is a strike, and that is a strikeout of Emma Henderson. So she's caught looking for the second out of the inning, and it's now Madison Daniels, your second baseman. 7th hitter in the lineup here. Pitch is in there for a strike. Kenzie Griswold has come in and stopped the bleeding for the moment. 7-0. Pleasant Hill, they got all 7 in the first inning off her sister. Swung on a miss, strike 2. I think Kenzie Griswold, to me, seems like she's at her best when she just steps on the rubber and just goes. Doesn't think about it, just throws. Seems to be at her best at that point. 2 strikes now, and that pitch is a strike 3 to Madison Daniels. So she'll go down looking. So that inning much better for Southeastern as far as that's concerned, as far as shutting down Pleasant Hill. 1 hit, 1 left on base. They only sent 4 hitters up. Wow. As opposed to the inning prior. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Pleasant Hill Wolves, because of that great first inning, they lead Southeastern 7-0. Back in just a moment. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Phil O'Neill with Furious Rally Sports, and you're watching a team today that's pretty good in Pleasant Hill. They're up 7-0 on Southeastern as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. It's 4, 5, and 6, O'Neill, Griswold, and Rigg. And here is your catcher, Katie O'Neill. Three strikeouts to start the game for Wombles. First pitch to O'Neill. Swung on a miss, strike 1. The next one, outside, 1-1. Wombles appears to me she can move the ball all over the place. The 1-1 to O'Neill. Swung on a miss, strike 2. The 1-2 from Wombles to O'Neill. Strike 3 called on the outside edge. 1 away. Kenzie Griswold, now the number 5 hitter for Southeastern. Now in pitching. For her sister, she started out in. And that was popped at second base. I was, oh boy, I was looking down and I was like, it's okay, I missed that one. But the pop out to your second baseman, Madison Daniels, 2 outs for Southeastern. I was getting ready to talk about Kenzie Griswold coming in and pitching, but okay, we'll talk about that later. Tegan Rigg now takes a pitch low in the dirt from Ava Wombles. Tegan playing third base. Times she's showed power this season. Hit a couple of home runs, if I remember correctly. 7-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom of the 2nd, 2 out. Pitch, does it hit? Yes, it does hit Tegan Rigg. She acted like, it didn't hit me. Yes, it did, apparently. So, hit by the pitch. Tegan Rigg with 2 outs. This will bring up Kayla Martin, your first baseman. Pitch is low in the dirt, ball 1. Tegan Rigg, would she take off from first? Yeah, I think she might. Let's see what happens with the 1-0 count from Wombles to Kayla Martin. Fouled off the bat, accidentally, 1-1. 7-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom of the second. 2 outs for Southeastern. IHSA softball. Weather's holding off, at least for the moment. A little windy, though. Wombles' 1-1 is outside to Kayla Martin, 2-1. Tegan Riggs staying at first base for the moment. Let's see if she takes off on this pitch. It's almost like every time I say that, they do. On the 2-1. She does not. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Ooh, I missed a pitch there, apparently. Apparently there was a strike otherwise. So it was a K there for Kayla Martin. Must have missed a pitch that was called a ball that was actually a strike. All right. So, 1 left on base, no hits, no runs, and we go to the 3rd inning. Pleasant Hill trying to add to that 7-0 lead over Southeastern. Back in just a moment here on Furious Rally Sports. So we start the top of the 3rd here. And it's 9-1-2. It's Sidwell, McElfresh, and Wombles for the Wolves to face Kenzie Griswold. Seven 0 Pleasant Hill, top of the 3rd. Sidwell takes fastball that I think that was in there for a strike. Swung on a miss there, strike 2. Again, Kenzie Griswold, when she has the power arm going and when it is going at full tilt, she is tough to get a hit off of. Sidwell takes the next one low. I believe we're at 1-2. Sidwell in right field for the Wolves today. They lead it 7-0. Top 3rd. Pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. Maddie Sidwell, that's her 2nd K of the game. First out of the inning. Now Lily McElfresh, her center fielder. Pitch that I believe was up for a ball. The next one, fastball, 2-0. Misses. I certainly like the Pleasant Hill Wolves uniforms. You can really see those numbers very well, even from a distance. Fastball outside. So what, 3-0 here to McElfresh. Not a good place to be when the top of the lineup is coming up. Pitch in there for a strike at the knees. 7-0 Pleasant Hill, top 3, 1 out rather. Swung on and missed. So count is full now. Kenzie Griswold will be feeling good about herself if she comes back and gets the K after 3-0 count. Pitch. She does not get it, ball 4. McElfresh gets the walk, and now that brings up the top of the order, and that is Ava Wombles, your pitcher. She's got a good bat, too. That is hit to center field, a base hit. And the runner just gets in there at second. Had to wait to see if it was going to drop. And so Wombles with a single. McElfresh moves up to second base. Your number 2 hitter now, Jade Peebles, in the lineup, playing third base. Fastball is up off the glove of Caitlin O'Neill. The runners will advance. Seven nothing. Pleasant Hill swung on and missed. 1-1. A little bit of rain now, a little bit of drizzle, kind of light drizzle falling. The 1-1 is fouled to the right. One out here in the top of the third, 7-0 Pleasant Hill. Runners at second and third. Ball is low, and I believe we're at 2-2. And the next, this one is hit well into left center, and that will score both runs, and it is a double for Jade Peebles. Now 9-0 Pleasant Hill. It's your number 3 hitter, McKinley Lowe. Pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Again, 9-0 Pleasant Hill are in the top of the third. McKinley fouls it to the right. Jade Peebles just doubled, scored 2. Made it 9-0 the Wolves of Pleasant Hill. Pitch is low in the dirt. Kenzie Griswold's next is a ball. I think the umpire showed 3-1 there. And that one is it a fair ball? It is. Into right field. Graham is up with it, throws to Savannah Ramsey, but it will end up being a double for McKinley Lowe. Now 10-0 Pleasant Hill. The number 4 hitter due, and that's McKenna Winchell, the catcher. Wow, do they have good bats. First pitch, I believe it was a strike. Swung on a miss, strike 2. McKenna Winchell again at the plate for Pleasant Hill. There you lead it 10-0 here in the top of the third with 1 away. That one is popped to center and making the catch. Making the catch out there in center field, Adriana Starks makes the catch. She's out there now after they made the changes when Kenzie Griswold went from center field to pitching. That fouled back into the backstop. So 2 outs now for the fly out from Winchell. Hannah Hill, your hitter. McKinley Lowe at second after doubling. Double home, 2. I believe the umpire called a strike there. 10-0 Pleasant Hill, top of the third. 2 outs. That one low. The next one upstairs, and I believe we are at 3-1. Kenzie Griswold will fire this one. And fouled to the right by Hannah Hill, your shortstop for Pleasant Hill. Wow, their bats have been just going off today. 10-0. They lead it here. 2 outs in the top of the third, or Southeastern. The next one. That is grounded to the right side, and it will be a single, and the runner will score from second base. So Hannah Hill gets a little bit of a bleeder on the right side of the infield, and that will score McKinley Lowe from second. Now 11-0. Pleasant Hill. Here in the top of the third. That grounded foul to the right. Ooh, what happened there? Was it a pop out? I just saw a bat. I thought it was fouled, and then all of a sudden, I have no idea what happened there. Wow. Well, it was the third out on Henderson. So, okay. Well, anyway, 4 runs in the inning for Pleasant Hill. We'll go to the bottom of the third. And the score is 11-0. Pleasant Hill over Southeastern. Furious Rally Sports. Back in just a second. Okay, so Maddie Branchfield in the number 8 hitter for Southeastern ahead. They're down 11-0 here in the bottom of the third. First hitter of the inning, and it's a strike. The next, upstairs. 1-1. Ava Womble's pitching very well to this point. No surprise there. That pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Maddie Branchfield, your left fielder, the number 8 hitter for Southeastern. Here in the bottom of the third. That pitch, no, I believe it was outside and high, 3-1. See the umpire make much of a move there, so I think that was. The next one from Wombles is going home, and it is fouled to the right, or back into the backstop, I should say. Full count now. $11-0 Pleasant Hill, top or bottom of the third. And that pitch high and outside, so Maddie Branchfield, take a walk. Now it's your number 9 hitter, your right fielder, Ariel Graham. That one is popped foul. 0-1. Wombles inside with that one. 1-1 to Ariel Graham. 11-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom 3. That grounded foul to the left side. 2 strikes now on Ariel. Pleasant Hill's lead is 11-0 over Southeastern here in the bottom of the third. Runner at first, though, for SE. Maddie Branchfield, she walked. Swung on and missed. Runner gets back, and that is a strikeout of Ariel Graham. First out of the inning, and now we have Grace Arthur, your second baseman, left-handed hitter. Shows bunt. She will. The play only at first. And did they even get that? They did. They did get that. So Womble was able to make that play. 2 down. Branchfield moved up on it. Now it's Adriana Starks, your DH. Pitch is low. She's actually out in center field now after Kenzie Griswold came in to pitch from center. Maddie Branchfield there at second. Swung on a missed. It's weird because all of a sudden with the clouds, it's getting a little cooler. A little bit more rain. Sprinkles mostly. Ball is in the dirt. Branchfield will not be going anywhere. I kind of doubt unless it really gets away from the catcher, McKenna Winchell. 11-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom of the third, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Ava working free and easy so far against Southeastern. And that is a fly ball out to right field for out number 3. Good catch out there. Tough for me to get that one in a camera angle, but let me just tell you that let's see, that was Maddie Sidwell that made the catch out there and right. If that's who is still in there, and I believe it is. Had a sweatshirt on, which they allow with the way the elements are in the springtime here. Rain, I'm seeing some people with umbrellas now. And let me just kind of go through Southeastern there. No runs on no hits there. 1 left. And after 3, it's 11-0 Pleasant Hill. Be back in just a second. So we go to the top of the fourth. Pleasant Hill, I wonder if they were trying to close it out in the third in the 15-run rule, but they were not able to. So now we go back to the 10-run rule, which goes to the 5th inning, as I understand. I don't think the 15-run rule is in effect in the fourth. Madison Daniels, your second baseman now. 7, 8, 9 hitters, Daniels, Sidwell, and McElfresh to face Kenzie Griswold. First pitch swung on, strike 1. Daniels struck out, and she walked. That one apparently caught the inside part of the plate, strike 2. To Madison Daniels. And that one swung on and missed for the strikeout. One away here in the top of the fourth, 11-0. Pleasant Hill Wolves. And this is Maddie Sidwell. Just made that nice play out in right field, if that's who was out there. I think it was. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Getting a little darker, a little grayer, a little bit more of a drizzle here. Swung on a miss, strike two. One away here in the top of the fourth, 11-0, the Wolves of Pleasant Hill. And that one swung on a miss, strike three. Again, this is the kind of pitcher that when Kenzie Griswold is on, she has these moments that just no one can hit her. And that's a perfect example. Now Lily McElfresh, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, the center fielder. Swung on a miss, strike one. Next one in there is strike two, I believe. I'm not even sure that's McElfresh in there now because I had her in center field. And I don't know. Maybe I've got something mixed up here. 2 strikes. We'll call it McElfresh for now. And that's a ball. Up and out. May have moved some players around in the field. I'm not sure what they did there. I'll have to take a look. The 1-2 just outside 2-2 from Kenzie Griswold. 11-0 Pleasant Hill in the top of the fourth. A little bit of rain as you see the umbrellas with folks. Swung on a miss, strike three. So whoever's batting ninth, and I believe it was Lily McElfresh, just struck out. Can't tell with that sweatshirt on over the jersey. So 3 Ks in the inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. 3 Ks from Kenzie Griswold. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 11-0 Pleasant Hill. The Wolves over Southeastern here on Furious Rally Sports. I'll see you in a moment. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Ramsey, O'Neill, and Griswold for Southeastern. First pitch from Wombles is popped up, but foul. Savannah, along with one of her classmates, Abigail Schaefer, going to L.A. for a convention, science fair convention, I believe. Science and technology. Can't remember the name of the convention. Was it Regeneron? Something like that. So that comes up here in May. She may have already went, but congratulations. Pitch is in there for a strike from Ava Wombles. The Wolves of Pleasant Hill. They have ate the door at this point, 11-0. In the bottom of the fourth, Savannah Ramsey, the leadoff hitter. She'll swing and miss, and that is strike three, out number one. Number 3 hitter in the lineup for Southeastern. First out of the fourth inning, and now Caitlin O'Neill, the catcher. See what Katie can do against Ava Wombles. Struck out the first time looking. It's grounded back to Wombles, over to first, 2 away. Well, those are, I don't know about you, but whenever I played ball, that you have have those kind of things where it hits off the end of your bat and you barely hit it right back to the pitcher, like, oh, come on. Kenzie Griswold now, your pitcher. Number 4 hitter. Number 5 hitter in the lineup. Fastball is upstairs from Ava Wombles. Ava has pitched very well, and if I have this right, she has, a no-hitter at this point. That pitch is Grounded to short, over to first, and safe. It was not hit powerfully, let me tell you. But it's enough to break up the you-know-what. And Ava's probably going to be saying, come on. Phil, if you hadn't said anything. Swung on a miss, strike one. Tegan Rigg, third baseman. Griswold aboard with 2 outs for Southeastern, down 11-0 to Pleasant Hill, bottom 4. That swung on a miss. Boy, I tell you what, I'm looking out a windshield, and now the rain droplets are making it tough for me to see the field. It's like yesterday. Next pitch, that is a strikeout, strike 3. So, Southeastern leaves 1. Mackenzie Griswold breaks up the no-hitter. 1 left on base. We go to the top of the 5th. Pleasant Hill looking to close this one out, leading 11-0. Back in just a moment. Top of the 5th, 11-0 Pleasant Hill. And the top of the order, ouch, Ava Wombles. And that ball is fouled. I actually think I've got things messed up in the scorecard somehow. And I don't know where I got off, but that is actually Lily McElfresh there. So she's hitting 9-1-2. Pitches missed 1-1 from Mackenzie Griswold. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but okay. McElfresh, did she go? Don't know. So the 2-1 is hit to right field, and it is a base hit. Just out into the outfield just a little bit. McElfresh aboard with a single here in the 5th. Ava Wombles now. You see it's just getting a little bit darker here at Bowen Field. Wombles takes a pitch outside. Ball 1. The next one outside, ball 2. You can hear that mitt pop. Kenzie Griswold's got some heat. She's down 2-0 here to Ava Wombles. That is grounded foul to the left side. Two and one now. Lily McElfresh is singled here in the 5th, out to right. 11-0 Pleasant Hill. Nobody out, top 5. That is foul to the left. The rain coming down here fairly consistently at the moment, but not real strong, so they'll just keep playing. Try to get this one in. Swung on and missed. That is a strikeout of Ava Wombles. First out in the inning. This is Jade Peebles, your third baseman. Takes a pitch high, ball one. She doubled, and she singled twice. So she's had a pretty good day. A couple RBI in there, too, if I'd have to look and see who all did that. They're leading 11-0 is Pleasant Hill in the top of the fifth. This is swung on a missed. Cameras probably are not picking this up, but the rain is pretty consistent, but is light. Runner at first, pitches outside to Jade Peebles, your number 2 hitter in Pleasant Hill's lineup. They're looking to move to 22-4 on the season. They're up 11-0 here in the top of the fifth. Swung on a missed. I believe we're at strike 2 there. And you have a runner at first. That's McElfresh. She singled the lead off the fifth. One away. Swung, fouled or, yeah. It's, okay, so apparently glanced off of. Wow, I glanced off the mitt there. They threw down the first and got the out for the second out. And this is McKinley Lowe, number 3 hitter in the lineup. She smacks one out to right. It is a base hit, and the runner will move to third on the play. Another big hit there for McKinley Lowe. She has doubled twice and then singled. She has some RBI in there as well. This is McKenna Winchell, your cleanup hitter, catcher. $11-0 trying to add to it, Pleasant Hill. Here in the top of the fifth. Ball outside. Rain falling here at Bowen Field. That, I believe, is a strike. To McKenna Winchell, the cleanup hitter. First and third for the Wolves. That is hit out to center field, making the catch. And out number 3 is your center fielder, and that's Adriana Starks. So Southeastern has to do some work. They got to get a couple of runs, or if they don't, this game will end end here in the fifth, as the Pleasant Hill Wolves lead the Lady Sons of Southeastern 11-0. Back in just a momento. So we quickly will go to work here in this inning. I'm looking through raindrops on my truck, and I can't get to my other side of my truck to change that, to get those droplets knocked off the windshield. This is Kayla Martin, your first baseman, facing Ava Wombles, who has a one-hitter to this point. Number 7 hitter in the lineup. 11-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom 5. And a base hit out to right field for Maddie Branchfield. Rather, Kayla Martin, I should say. But now it's Maddie Branchfield. She's your left fielder. Raindrops really falling now. This pitch is low for a ball. And I am going to have to figure out how. Oh, boy. Trying to get my wiper blades to work as I'm getting to the point where I can't see out of the window. Pitch is grounded to Womble. She'll throw over to first to get the out there. So Maddie Branchfield grounds back to the pitcher. That moves up Kayla Martin. I'm going to try to turn my wipers on here if I can. Hang on just a second. There we go. Well, I didn't see what happened with that pitch because I was looking down. It's Ariel Graham batting now, your number 9 hitter for Southeastern. 11-0, they're down. They need a run here to keep this game going. Swung on a miss, strike 1. That one in the dirt. I know I missed a pitch there from Ava Wombles. Trying to clean my windshield. Ball is upstairs. Well, we got 2-1 here. Furious Rally Sports. It has been a great early rally for Pleasant Hill. They got all the runs, a lot of them at least, in the first inning. They lead 11-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. I believe that was a ball. Next one to Graham. From Wombles, fouled. 2 strikes now. Southeastern, again, because of the 10-run rule, needs a run. $11-0 Pleasant Hill at the moment. See Kayla Martin there at second. 2 strikes to Ariel Graham. And that will be 3 strikes. Well, go down swinging if you're going to go, right? 2 down here in the 5th. And Ava Wombles can complete the one-hitter if she can get Grace Arthur right here. I should say a 2-hitter now. Arthur swings up at with Wombles throwing the way she is, it's one of those things where it's tough to get in there and try to smack one of those when it's coming in on your hands. Okay, the next one is in the dirt, but you will not see Kayla Martin advance. Went back towards the backstop. McKenna Winchell had to go back and get it. This Pleasant Hill team has a very good chance of going far in the Class 1A state playoffs. They're seated number 1 at camp at the Central Regional. The next pitch, swung on a missed, and that is our ball game. Just writing it in the scorebook here. So, what a game for Pleasant Hill to come in here into Southeastern in the rain and come in here and get the win 11-0 in 5 innings over the Lady Sons of Southeastern. Pleasant Hill looked very good today, no doubt about that. They've got a good team, and as I said, they should make a quite a run. Ava Wombles pitched a 2-hitter through those 5 innings. Pretty impressive stuff today. So our final broadcast, at least of the spring season, will be the game on Saturday morning at 10:45. Southeastern will be playing at Camp Point Central. It'll be the first game I've done away from a Southeastern facility, so it ought to be a lot of fun. I've got to go clean up and pick up everything in the rain now, so I'll go get that done so I can get prepared for the game on Saturday to bring you live here on Furious Rally Sports. Again, this is Phil O'Neill. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you had a great day, and I hope you continue to keep having those great days and maybe more furious rallies for you as your life rolls along. Again, the final score from Bowen Field. It was Pleasant Hill 11, Southeastern, the Lady Suns, nothing in 5 innings. I'm Phil O'Neill. So long. I will talk to you on Saturday morning. Bye for now.